British monarch King Charles III gave the United Kingdom his first King's Speech in more than 70 years. The King outlined the legislative agenda scheduled by the Prime Minister Rishi Sunak for the next parliamentary session. This could be the last King's Speech before a general election. King Charles arrived at the Palace of Westminster for the state opening of Parliament with Queen Camilla.
My lords, pray be seated.
In a ceremony marked by pomp and pageantry, it was the first time Charles had made the speech as king, though he stood in for his mother, Queen Elizabeth, months before her death last year. The last session of Parliament opened in May 2022, when Boris was the Prime Minister of the UK and Queen Elizabeth II sat on the throne.
Lords and members of the House of Commons, it is mindful of a legacy of service and devotion to this country set by my beloved mother, the late Queen, that I deliver this, the first King's Speech, in over 70 years. The impact of COVID and the war in Ukraine have created significant long-term challenges for the United Kingdom. That is why my government's priority is to make the difficult but necessary long-term decisions to change this country for the better. My minister's focus is on increasing economic growth and safeguarding the health and security of the British people for generations to come. My government will continue to take action to bring down inflation, to ease the cost of living for families, and help businesses fund new jobs and investment.
From a golden throne in the House of Lords, the 74-year-old monarch outlined the Conservative Prime Minister Rishi Sunak's policies for the next Parliament. It reinforced dividing lines with the main opposition Labour Party. That's where the monarch promised that the government will ease the cost of living, that it will bring down inflation for families and for businesses. The speech also proposed a law granting new licences for oil and gas projects in the North Sea annually, that Sunak says will reduce Britain's reliance on foreign energy and create jobs.
Legislation will be introduced to strengthen the United Kingdom's energy security and reduce reliance on volatile international energy markets and hostile foreign regimes. This bill will support the future licensing of new oil and gas fields, helping the country to transition to net zero by 2050 without adding undue burdens on households.
Observers noted that Charles, who has devoted his life to the environment, delivered the announcement expressionless, which is in keeping with the convention that the monarch is above politics. The British Prime Minister also included a phased smoking ban, which he announced at last month's Tory conference, and reforms to home ownership laws.